Hi guys, this is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connected dot, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work. All the links are at the bottom of the description of this channel. And AllyKat Creations 211 is where you can find all the plethora of pyramids that are behind me. Yes, that's a cardboard box that you could see my pyramids. Artwork, more pyramids. I have a whole plethora of stuff behind the canvas. But I do commission drawings, hyper realistic portraits. I do lots of things. I make candles. And a lot of stuff is very inexpensive. So please email me. I do everything privately. Lastly, I have a 3D membership on my channel, and congratulations to Roger Buckshot and Brother Jerry for winning the raffle. Um, So I'm really excited. I have to get in touch with you, Mr. Buckshot, to see what paint and sip paintings. I'll show you the options, what you want. But yes, if you're a channel member, you get back. And raffles are once a month, and I give away paint and sip paintings. I give away pyramids. I give away things that I actually make. So please decide to join this beautiful spiritual community. Also, I have channel member only content videos, which most of it is oracle card readings. They're not tarot card readings. It's ways of how to heal, help, and get you forward on this ascension. The energies have been very, 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 very wonky. Extreme. Make sure you get your sip going. So, I do apologize for this video coming out late. I spent 5 hours again outside doing yard work and cleaning and mowing and weed whacking and clipping and all kinds of fun stuff. And looking for a job. That's always fun, and getting some other things out of the way. Um, I got to trim the bottom of this business card holder with some white gems. Fun times. So today, with the chaotic, intense energies that we have going on, many of us are lighthouses, and that one lighthouse blew me away that I did at dawn. This one I'm going to attempt. I'm going to attempt this. It's a lighthouse in the middle of a storm. Because that's what most of us are. I'm in one of those right now. I'm in a storm of, I don't know what to do in life. I don't have any financial 3D security. Things are very, very, very scary, and I am trying to hold my composure and keep my cohesion so that I can collapse a wave function that's going to manifest me things that are going to help me with and not be in my detriment. Be around people that can get you opportunities and help you, because I help a lot of people, and it seems that, when I need the help in the other facets of my life, it's not there. So fun. What you're gonna need? You're gonna need a smock. You're gonna need a cup of water with paintbrushes. You're gonna need a canvas. It could be any size canvas. Like I said, I get canvas on sale, or people donate canvas to me, buy me paint and all kinds of stuff. So I take what I get and I'm happy. So do what you have at your disposal. Paper towel. This is where when you wash your brush, you want paper towel. Today I'm going, so the focus is gray scale. So it's going to be dark. There's going to be white. And what I have in my mind, I might not be able to produce with acrylics. If I had oil paint, I'm underestimating myself at the moment. We're going to see, I'm not the best at getting water properly down, but it's going to be grayscale. So you're going to need black and white. You're also going to want blue, but we're going to make different shades of blue, but we're going to incorporate the black in that. So we're going to muddle it down to make it make sense. We also want seafoam green, and we want Viridian. We don't want Christmas tree. It's Christmas tree green. We don't want that. I mean, if you don't have the colors, you can use your primaries. Get blue and yellow. We can make some green. You could tint it. You could do a lot of things. Those are the colors that I'm using today because it's going to be in grayscale. So we're going to add to the gray. We're going to add color to the gray, and we're going to yes, we'll get there. We'll get there. Like I said, do not forget your sip. Uh, don't forget your sip. I look really super pale when I was outside all morning. Anyway. So like any of my paintings, what we're going to do first is the background. Um, you want to take, once again, your brushes. You can go to the dollar store and get brushes. You don't need those crazy, um, insane expensive brushes. And anything you have is fine. I want to express to people that, you know, I have done paintings I have not liked. I've experimented. I highly suggest just getting what is at your disposal. We're going to paint the background first, and we'll build out from there. But we're going to do it methodically, in a sense. I'm going to mix my grays. I also have tobacco here, folks. Yes, you want to use a palette knife. I'm just being a little lazy. Now I'm not adding anything just yet. We're gonna blend, don't worry. I'm just kind of mapping out where I want my darkest. Remember, I always paint the top of my canvases. This is gallery wrapped. I'll show you guys in a minute. Hang on. All right. The lighthouse is going to be like in the middle, but we're not worried about that at the moment. Okay. I added some blue and teal to the gray. I am just overlaying the darker parts first because we're going to blend in. We're working on the sky at the moment. So we're not building up like clouds or anything just yet. And now I'm doing like the bottom here. So I'm mixing my gray and that teal with a tiny smidgen blue. This bottom is going to be a lot of ocean. Let me reset my camera. Here I am. And it's kind of hard to see with that light. You just want to press in those areas. So like in and around right here is going to be a lighthouse. And then we're going to put some where it sits. And then we're going to bring up a lot of white. My light's too bright. Sorry, guys. So we know we see it. Why? Blend that in better. So you're going to want to make sure that this is dry because we're going to go painting right on top of it. So for the moment, clean your brush. I'm sure we'll come back to those. You're only going to need like, I think one palette. We'll see. But we're keeping on the same color theme. Going to do black lighthouse. We're going to put some detail in it this time. We'll see. We're going to create some rocks. And then once all that dries, we'll create some ocean and some more sky action. But until then, wait for your canvas to dry because things will bleed into each other and paint gets really wonky when you do so in acrylic. I'm using acrylic paint. Yeah. So make sure you're sipping. Put some really comfy, cozy music on. You can put binaural beats, 432, 369, whatever hertz, 528, whatever hertz binaural beats you would like to play. If you do that, such things. I like pure tone hertz, which can hurt other people's ears. But make sure you're sipping on your favorite sip. Put some good music on. Wait for your canvas to dry. I hope if you're doing this with other people, conversate. And once this is dry, you'll know that this is dry when it's not so shiny. You see that you can see shine? You won't see sheen anymore because we got to love this camera that I'm working with here. Low budge. Acrylic does come off your hands, but that's why your smock is on. It does not come out of clothes. So just be mindful about what you wear. And I'll see you in a few. Okay, guys, your canvas should just be just about dry. My paintbrush is still wet. You're going to just take black. And you're going to make any shape you want. It doesn't need to be this. But this is like the home, the rock, where a beautiful lighthouse is going to sit. Remember, there is going to be water coming out. So it's not going to stay completely all black. We're going to put dimensions in it. Don't you worry. Hope you're sipping, listening to some good jams. The biggest conundrum of a painter, depending on what medium you're painting in, is paint drying. There are painters and there are techniques that you paint wet on wet. I don't necessarily like wet on all things. Like if this was oil painting, I would be doing wet on wet, but it's not. And the sides are still wet. So we're going to try so if I want a straight line, it doesn't need to be straight, but I got to trust my arm. I'm adding some white to this. Like I said, we're in black. We're doing black. So I just added some white. You want to get a small brush. Can you make like a rectangle? Like a cylindrical. We're gonna go over this again, make it more vibrant. But what I did was I put a bit of teal in there. I didn't want to do Simfo green just yet. Didn't want to do that just yet. It's probably still wet. I'll go back. We'll put more detail in the lighthouse. Obviously, it's a little hard to see. But we're still wet on the sides. So we're gonna wait for that to dry. I'm gonna come in with a little bit more lighter color as we go along. But the crux of this, we're getting there. Make sure you're sipping. And then we're gonna build on this. It's gonna be fun. So hang on. But make sure that dries. Once again, we don't want bleeding. If I'm gonna put we're gonna put some waves up here and we're gonna build up a really fun scene, but kind of hard to do that with the black not dry. So come back, sit, relax, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, your lighthouse. Should be. If you have a brush like this, you're gonna also probably need a fan brush. Okay, I'm gonna bring it over here. You're just gonna tap it out. We're gonna add darker colors, don't you worry. Trying here, guys. Like I said, I'm not the best with water. Like I said, I'm not a water person. I can never get water the way I want it. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna let that dry. I have to think about it. Um, totally not done yet. Don't think we're giving up. We're not giving up. But sometimes I have to take a step back. Yes, I can. Left-handed too. Yeah, like I said, I'm not the best with water at all. So we're gonna let that dry. Maybe. We're definitely gonna lighten this up. Um, Maybe add some lightning bolts. Hang on, guys. Definitely wait for that to dry. Even though we might be touching up here, I might go back into that. I want to see what it looks like dry. So give us a second. I'm testing something out. So I'm adding, I wanted to do a glow, but then it became this. So I did add a little gray because it is stormy out. This camera! Lightning, one of my favorite things. You totally wrecked that. Gonna add some dimensional depth. I don't know if I like the light. Don't know. I don't know if I like it. Beauty of paint, you can always cover it up. Sorry, guys, I'm just working. I know it's a little hard to see, trying to make it make sense. Okay, wait for that to dry. We're still gonna put some lines in the lighthouse and wait to see what happens. Make sure you're sipping. I'm sorry, I'm quiet today. This is what I have so far. I like the sky. I in the lightning. I don't know about the water. I'm not a water painter person. Like, not a fan of it. I do the best I can. Hope you guys are too, but it's all about the process of enjoying what you're doing. Like me getting lost in that is calming and meditative. And that's really the goal. You want to get to that cohesive state of frequency in your body, the feeling that you're emoting within your body. Just enjoying what you're doing is all that really at the end of the day matters when you're doing any type of work. So if you're sitting and you're kumbayaing and you're kind of blanking out in your mind, that's meditation. Focusing on getting a specific effect, or that's just it's a beautiful process. So just allow it and go with the flow. We're going to take black. We're going to connect Now, my lighthouse is very misshapen. Very misshapen. We're going to take a thin brush. I'm just adding a little white. Look at making it look like there are windows. And there you have it. The lighthouse in the storm. Not my best with the water, but on camera it looks pretty sick. So hope you guys got a lot out of that. That's a turmoil a lot of us are going through right now. I know I am. Itchy eyelids. So once this dry, you can cover the bottom. So like this right there. I'll do that with you. Make sure that you're happy with it and you can Mod Podge it to cover it up to seal it, like any of your other paintings. Um, this one will probably go up on my website with the other ones eventually. But most of my paint and sip paintings are up for purchase. So if you're interested in any one that you see, most of them are on my website. Let's go check that out. Email me. I would love to see what you guys have painted or drew. You could draw that with color pencils if you, or charcoal or oil pastels. Let me know. I would love to see your work. Don't be shy. I am not here to judge. I am not an art critic. Listen, I had a Pulitzer Prize winner, Jerry Saltz, from the Village Voice come into my senior studio and critique my work. It wasn't that bad. But interestingly enough, I'm not one of those, so you don't have to worry about it. I would love to see what you guys are doing, where your creative sparks are. Let me know if you had a good sip. This is my coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, hit subscribe. I know I have a lot of different content on my channel, but I'm here to get you out of the one way of thinking. That's the one book paradigm, and explore different things and just objectively listen. You don't have to absorb. Go in and heart align with what may or may not make sense with you. But if you don't open up and you don't crack that shell open because you heard someone else told you it was evil, someone else told you this, well, what is your heart telling you? That's most important. What is your heart telling you? So I want to send each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the physical shoulder for somebody. Be the lighthouse. Be that lighthouse. See your truths. Light the path forward. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all that you all do for me. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.